Welcome back everyone to our career mode gameplay series in NASCAR Heat 3. So we are after a great race at Texas where I had a lot of fun, and again we showed some pretty good speed. We didn't get the finish that we wanted, but we got our very first stage win, and we've got a lot of stage points overall in that race. So a very successful race, and again we're going to try to continue moving forward so that instead of fighting for top 10s and top 15s, we're eventually going to be able to fight for top 5s and victories. So next up is Iowa, a short track. And I'm very interested to get here because the AI are very good at Iowa and they're very aggressive. So it should be interesting to see how that plays with the strength of our car. We're going to start out, click on next race, and then prepare for that race. We need at least a top 15 for our incentive contract, so I'm hoping for that at a bare minimum. So before we get into our adjust the work plan, let's go under improve equipment. We've got $52,930, and that's enough to increase either the suspension or the aerodynamics. So if we look at the different settings, it's hard to tell in this game just how much aerodynamic grip that the game gives you. So it's very, very difficult. So what I think I'm going to do is stick with the suspension for now, and then the next thing we'll upgrade will probably be the aero and get it to 90. So let's go ahead and purchase this. That'll leave us $7,900. Let's actually come into our employees right now. We know we're done with Andrew. He is perfect on the engine. Let's see, we got some work to do on Harrison. We're good so far there. Okay, so we've got one person that's going to be aero, one person that is going to end up being suspension. Both of these new employees have just a 1 in aero. So I'll tell you what, Mark, since you're already next to Stella, we're going to make you the suspension. So let's go ahead and train you. And actually, that should be, I'll tell you what, let's go, how much can we train him? Okay, so not too bad. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's take him up to an 8. And now we can come into our work plan and see what that's going to do for us. So we know we've got Iowa short track and then Gateway, which is considered a speedway. It's kind of in between, drives a lot like a short track in a lot of ways. So we're going to go into our short track chassis first, and we're going to set up our engine. We know we need to put Jillian on that. And then nothing really to do on aero. We could maybe get 2 points out of it. So basically nothing to do there. And then we're going to take Mark and put him on the suspension. So that's perfect. What we've got for Mark. We won't have to upgrade him for a while, actually, so that'll be good. We'll put him on that one. And then we need to go to one of our speedway chassis. We haven't worked on either of them to this point. And we need to put Andrew on the engine, Harrison, take care of the aero, and then Stella, do your magic on the suspension. So that'll get us in good shape there. Let's back out and start that work plan. Let's see what we end up with. So our speedway car goes to 85, 83, 84. And then our short track chassis goes to 90, 83, and 90. So not bad at all. And again, we're going to continue to improve that going forward. So now we've prepared for the race. Now it's time to head to Iowa. All right, it is race time here at Iowa, and there's a lot of unknowns going into this race. We qualified okay, around 15th, 16th, somewhere in that range. We'll see after some guys fall to the back where we end up. But the key is we are on the bottom. That is very important. This track is very tricky, and I do not want to get stuck on the top. It's fine to use the top. In fact, I love using the top, but not at the start. Look at this. All right, we're going to see how much grip we got, how the car is going to handle. I've been working on a setup for this place, but I'm certainly not done.
Stay low. Still there.
So I threw at it what I had been working on, and we'll see how it goes. As always, though, I tightened it up a little bit. Looks like I've gotten really aggressive on our RPMs. Oh, my goodness. How did he get underneath me? All right, running in the top 10 so far. We gained a lot of spots at the initial start of the race. But yeah, it looks like we're on the verge of running out of gear. As always, I changed the gearing as well as tightened the truck up a little bit for our reduced grip level and engine horsepower. And it looks like I adjusted the gearing a little bit too much and got us running too high RPM. So we'll just have to manage that and manage when we lift going into the corner. Maybe lift just a hair earlier. So we're running solidly in the top 10. In fact, it is odd to be 4 laps into the race and have this much room behind us on the track. They must be having some intense battles back there to have lost this much ground this quickly.
Still there.
All right, so Nemechek on our outside seems to be losing pace a little bit with the top 10 as he was falling back a little bit.
Still there. All right, clear outside.
Yeah, so far the truck is handling quite nicely. I'm very pleased. I did not expect to be running up this high in the race. The AI are pretty good here, so I was not expecting that. But we're in the top 10. We'll see where it all shakes out.
Hold your line. Stay up high. Stay high. Careful. Still there.
All right, we'll let Nemechek go back by. Looks like he's rebounded nicely. All right, lap 7 of 29 here in stage 1. 22 more laps to go. And we are looking pretty good. You notice that 9th place has now fallen back
Still there.
some from this bunch that we're racing with.
Stay low. All right, careful.
And
now.
that's
Still
good.
there.
I would love nothing
All right, now
more
you're
than to
clear.
have that be a theme, that guys start dropping off the pace of us, giving us plenty of wiggle room. Because again, our goal every stage is to try to get at least some sort of stage points. And then hopefully going forward, we'll pick up a lot more stage victories.
20 laps to go. 20.
All right, solidly in 7th right now. Again, the truck is handling a lot better than I thought it was going to. I was worried I might have tightened it up just a bit too much, but again, that's part of the fun of this for me, is not running a bunch of practice laps and basically jump into qualifying and see what you got. Yeah, our truck is rotating nicely.
Excellent lap. Good job.
I like the fact that we're pulling away from 8th and 9th position behind us. Let them have their own battles. And we'll focus on trying to run down Coughlin.
Wow, that's fast.
Now, one thing you have to be careful of on this track is you have to be careful of the banking transitions. As long as you stay in the bottom lane and a half, maybe 2 lanes you're okay. But then you start to get into a seam for the banking, and it can make the truck or the Xfinity car extremely loose. So you have to be careful with that. And then there's another seam up toward the final groove and a half of the track. So
All right, wave them guys off. Caution's out.
all right, so well, we're obviously not going to make it to the end, but I don't think there's any reason to pit right here. I don't think that's going to help us out. So we'll take our 7th starting spot and see if we can't make up some more spots here on this initial start.
Hammer time, let's go. Car high, careful now.
Since we seem to get through the gears pretty good. If I could hear the engine, that might help me out with the RPMs
Car on the outside
that
now,
we're running.
outside. Got a car up top, up top.
Sometimes I'm redlining the car, and I don't even know it because I can't hear the engine,
Stay on the bottom here for me. Careful, still there.
which is a sad state of affairs.
Clear all around.
All right, so we're up to 4th, and again, we're just going to see if we got the speed to hang in there in the top 5. Oh, come on now, Sauter. Yeah, that was totally my bad there. I did not expect him to slow down that much, so I sort of sailed it in there on his inside to see if I could make it stick down there, and okay, he's going to
That car there's on your
pay us
inside.
back a little bit right there, it looks like.
10 to go. Careful, still there.
Yeah, Sauter's probably not too happy with us right now.
Stay low, still there.
And also, you notice that these guys, look at that, look how low he's running off the corner. The AI do not get up high. It's weird. Again, when they're running these paths for the AI, it's like, have you guys watched the races? Do you know how these go? I mean, it's really odd how low the AI will run. And of course, the worst part is it doesn't affect their speed. So look at that. Look how low he comes off the corner. There's no way to carry that much speed
Hold your line.
off the corner running low like
Hold
that.
your line.
You'd have to have the car rotating tremendously well. And so far, I haven't been able to find that
Hold your
kind of
line.
balance.
Stay up high. Stay high. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
All right, so we're falling back some, and again, I'm hoping this thing will really spread out, and as we come toward the end of this stage, I'm hoping we'll be able to secure some points. The more, the better. But there we see John Hunter coming in our mirror, and he's coming pretty quickly. So he's probably going to head right on by us. And again, just watch him. They exit right around the bottom, running this thing like it's an Indy car, and lose no speed. Just mind-boggling. That's that magical AI grip sometimes that they have. This is one of those tracks where they have it in spades.
5 to go. You got this.
All right, so we got one truck behind us that appears to be closing in on us, but maybe we can hold him off for the end of the stage. 4 laps to go. This gearing is driving me nuts right now, knowing that I missed that one badly. I should have been off a click or two from where it is, because I do not like to turn this many RPMs. It does not help with the speed from what I've found. Yeah, whoever that is coming up behind us is coming quickly.
A couple more turns. Two more. Two to go.
So no real reason to try to fight him there. He's got inside position on us, so we'll just drive our lane out here and let him move along. But when he's run us down from that far behind, he's certainly got enough speed to get by us. And it's just not worth taking the risk of him wrecking us trying to get by. Alright, if I had a little bit of help through the center of the corner where I could get back to the throttle as hard as I want to, then we'd be a little bit better right now. Oh, look out.
Still there.
We might have a shot at this.
Top 10.
Ooh, almost.
That's worth a few points.
Almost. So we'll take an 8th place finish. That'll give us 3 stage points. So mission accomplished there. Alright, do we pit? I think we need to, but I hate to run an 8th. They're all pitting in front of us, so we're going to go ahead and pit. Alright, stage 2. Alright, no fuel, and that will get us 51 laps. Wow. We are not going to pit. We are not going to pit. So 32 laps. We should have plenty of fuel. And
Coming to the green, driver. Be ready.
we are going to be in the lead. Now, we're not going to be able to last in the lead. We already know that. But if we can hang on and once again end up toward the back half of that top 10, then that will be awesome. So 27 laps. I believe the first stage was what, 29? I think that's what it was. So our goal is stage points here. Okay, that's not necessary at all. So we can get up here and run this high side a little bit. Not that we wanted to get up that high, but apparently Moffat decided we needed to. Oop, I'm sort of stuck in no man's land here in the middle of the track. I don't want to be there. That's where those banking seams. Yep, like that. Hit one of them right there. Alright, so they're going to freight train by us. A few of these cars are.
Clear all around. Inside, inside. Bottom lane's clear. Use it if you need it.
Let these guys sort it out. We're going to run around the top a little bit.
Stay up high here. Stay up high. Still there.
All right, not too bad. We're in 5th.
Inside, inside. Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line.
So it looks like if this all sorts out,
Still there.
we're going to end up exactly where we were at the end of the first stage. So around 7th or 8th.
Inside,
Which is about what I figured. So now the goal for us is to continue to run good laps and hope that these guys behind us don't catch us and put us out of the top 10. So we can always hope anyway. That's the play, because I just feel like if we had pitted right there, we were going to go back to 30-something. And then we would have had to try to work through all that traffic. I mean, we're already going to have to do it one time after this stage, because I'm sure that's what's going to happen to us.
laps to go. Not that long.
20 laps to go. Not that long. That's true. 20 laps at this track don't take very long. All right, so we've got some pretty good speed here.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line
Give
here.
Infinger a little bit of a bump there. Let him know we're here. see a truck on its way in our rearview mirror. So it would be very nice if I could get past Infinger and get that position, give us as many points as possible and as much of a buffer as possible. Because we're in the top 10 in points, and I would like to very much to stay there. All right, we're hanging right with him. And even the guys ahead of him really aren't getting away all that far. Oh, we got a good run off this corner, really closed in on him. I'm not sure who that is in our mirror, because I'm pretty sure it kind of looks like John Hunter's truck, but I'm pretty sure he's already passed us. But I can't remember for sure, because he's been running up here around us, so it would make sense that it could be him if he's not already out ahead in the top 5. All right, so we're going to keep the pressure on Infinger as we get to just about halfway through this stage. We're going to keep the pressure on him, and if he slips up, then hopefully we'll be able to get by him. All right, looking out in front of him, there is quite a bit of distance before we get to the top 5. Oh, very good run through that corner. Very good. And I would love nothing more than to be able to get down underneath Infinger. There he goes, giving us another bump. Again, my man, you've got half of the track up there. There's no reason for you to be bumping into me. You have the entire top half of the track to exit that corner. And there's your Miracle AI grip, because he's able to get instantly right back underneath us. All right, so that is not John Hunter back there. I didn't get to see exactly who it was, but it did not look like John Hunter's truck as I glanced at it. Might actually be Gilliland. Nope, not going to let you do that to me, Infinger. You're not going to cut me off like that again. All right, that's going to give Gilliland a great run. Okay, and he's going to bump into us for no good reason.
All right, careful now, still there.
But yeah, at some point you just have to say enough is enough with this AI and cutting you off all the time.
All clear, all clear.
So yeah, I'm not going to let them just cut me off corner after corner without some sort of retribution. So that's the rule as far as I'm concerned. You can block all you want to on the track, but just be ready for consequences of that. If you're going to block, it won't always go your way. At some point, the guy you're blocking is going to be tired of it. And if they're a good bit faster, then at some point they will move you out of the way. All right, so we need to hang on here. We're finishing up lap 20 of 27. We really need to hold these guys off and get this top 7 finish in the stage, because I see too many trucks back behind us that are closing in. Of course, one of those is going to be Infinger, but I see a couple more back there that could be trouble as well. Yep. Or not in finger, but I think that's Kaufman.
Inside.
Look at that. Look at the run he got off of this corner. He was like a rocket ship through the center of the corner. I had in my head that that was in finger for some reason, but it is clearly not. But he is moving forward in a hurry, putting a lot of pressure on Gilliland. All right, good run through the corner there. And at this point, it doesn't look like we're going to have the speed to catch back up to these guys. So what I'm focused on more than anything is trying to make sure we protect this 8th position and keep these guys as close as possible just in case they make a mistake. 3 more times around in this stage and we'll be in good shape. All right, lots of traffic in front. I assume all of this is going to be lap traffic. There's Travis Quapple off the pace.
Couple more turns. 2 more. 2 to go.
Oh, look at this. Lap traffic running side by side. Or at least I think it's both of them are lap cars. Pretty sure the one is.
Still there.
Let's go, Gilliland.
Clear all around.
Yeah, that's Nemechek. Okay, so also a lap car.
Clear all around.
All right, final lap. So we just need to hold on here, and we will bring home some points for a 7th place finish. That will give us points in both the first and the second stage, and that is exactly what we're looking for. There we go.
That's worth a few points.
Top 7 finish. We will certainly take that. 4 more points. All right, so now we're going to have to pit, no doubt about it. We don't need 2 cans. In fact, we'll do a half can. And really, I don't want to change tires. Let's change right sides and just go with that. Let's do that. Looks like we got a little bit of damage. We're going to the back anyway, I'm sure, after this pit stop. So let's see where we end up. Yep, sure enough. 13 spots on pit road. There you go.
Pace car is off. Are you ready?
And I'm guessing nobody, when they were testing this game before release, none of the testers pointed that out. So, I mean, we did 2 tires and a half of a can of fuel. So, and with all of that, we ended up losing 13 spots. I mean, it's like, what did these guys in front of us do to not lose spots?
Still there. Inside. Inside, inside. Bottom lane clear.
All right, so we're going to have to use this top. It looks like, oh, good gracious. There's a little room here, Rhodes. Trying to use this top without messing around with that seam too much.
That car there is on your inside. Inside. Hold your line. You got 1 inside.
And also trying to be at least a little bit patient.
You're clear.
Oh, there it was. Got that seam. Yep. So we'll just ride that seam through the corner.
Still there. All right, careful now. Still there. Bottom lane is clear.
Ah.
You're if you need it.
A little too high there.
Hold your line. You got 1 inside. Hold your line.
Oh, this traffic. All right, so let's try to get back down here to the bottom, see if we can't work our way back up toward the front.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Stay low. Careful, still there.
That generally seems to be the rule of thumb at most tracks. On restarts, if you're on the high side...
Stay on the bottom here for me. Still there.
Oh, good gracious. There's the miracle grip. 41's going to go right by us like he was shot out of a cannon. Oh, then he's going to stop in front of us on corner entry.
Clear high, bud. Got a car up top. He's up top. Got a car
Oh, we got somebody spinning out back behind us. Are we going to get a caution?
Caution.
And yep, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead. Yeah, let's pit. Might as well pit. Let's get the left side tires this time. Or forget that. Forget that. We'll go ahead and get 4 tires. We might as well. We're already back far enough. So that'll put us back to 20th. So we lost a couple of spots. And then after that, it's lap traffic back behind us. So didn't really lose anything by coming in, getting 4 fresh tires. Now we're just going to need to fight our way to the bottom as quickly as we can.
Outside, outside.
There we go. Let's see if I can hold it now.
Stay on the bottom here for me. Still there. Clear all around. Need you to stay on the bottom right here. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this
Get out
line.
of the gas way
Clear all
early.
around.
Make sure we can stick it to the bottom. And also give these guys that we're racing around some
Hang
room.
tight there, driver. Hold this line here.
Clearman's going to come down and cover
Hang
that
tight there,
spot
driver.
because he
Hold
was
this
really
line.
interested
Clear
in
outside.
getting down below Burton. Again, floating it down into the corner to make sure we can hang the bottom
Careful now. Still
and
there.
give these guys some room.
Careful now. Still there. Car outside. Hold your line here. Hold the wheel.
There we go.
Clear all around.
So we're back up to 15th now. All right, now let's see if we can work on some of these guys. Look at how low they exited that corner. There was a lot of blocking going on there. That's all that was. All right, so we're on lap 75 of 100. So not all that many laps left to go. I mean, we're running 50% races, but it seems like they fly by. I'm going to have to be careful I don't run over Ben Rhodes going into the corner. Yep, I hear it.
Tower is called a caution.
Yep, I heard tire squealing. So do we pit? No, we don't need to pit here. No need to pit there, so we'll advance on and keep our position. And this is actually good, that we could use this to our advantage to make up a bunch of spots here.
Ready, ready. Green flag is out, green's out.
Because we get a better launch than the AI. And then once we get to 4th gear, they generally do a pretty good job.
Still
Got
there.
a little love tap from somebody there on the straightaway.
Clear high, clear high. 24 left, no mistakes now.
Alright, if Coughlin will give us a little bit of room, we should be able to get underneath him. We're going to sail it down in here. We'll try to make
Stay
that
low.
decision for
Still
him.
there.
And again, he's beating on me coming off the corner, even though I'm giving him half the track up there.
Clear all around. Car outside, hold your line here. Hold the wheel. Come in nice and easy here, nice and easy. 3 wide. Clear all the way to the bottom.
3
Clear
wide.
down low.
Holy cow. He told me that a little bit late.
On your inside. Inside.
All right, so Jordan Anderson's going to use some of that Miracle AI grip and exit off of turn 4 extremely low with full speed.
Careful, still there.
All right, so we're about at the spot now where we've been running throughout this race. So now it's just going to be a fight to try to get what we can get. And hopefully, over these last 15 or 16 laps, we'll be able to pull away from the guys behind us and focus on these guys in front of us and see if we can't make up some spots. So Anderson is not running away from us, that's for sure. And these guys are fighting hard immediately in front of him, so I'm hoping we can get back by him. And look at this, is hilarious. The 4 truck shot out of a cannon coming off of turn 4. Just absolutely crushed it going through turn 3 and 4.
Careful, still there.
But that is so funny to see when you glance in your rear view mirror and see that. Like, I wish I could do that. Alright, so we're back to 9th. That's farther back than I want to be. And we've got, who is that, Coughlin behind us? And he is right on our heels. Oops, slipped up a little bit in the corner entry there. That's going to let him get underneath us. All right, so now we're back to 10th. All right, so now we need to try to fight our way back through. Looks like Coughlin's going to be working his way forward. We need to try to let him carve the path for us. All right, Anderson, give us a little room down here. We're going to try to come on through.
Clear all around.
There we go. So we're on lap 90. Makes for some pretty easy math on how many laps we got left.
10 to go. 10 to go.
All right, we got a good run on Coughlin that time. If we can use that a couple more times to set him up on corner exit. There we go. We're going to sail it on down in here.
Stay low. Still there.
And I don't think we're going to be able to make the pass here, but if we can stick with this down into turn 3, we should be able to clear him.
Clear all around.
And okay, we did. So now we're back up to 8th. Excellent. And we're going to try to track down Gilliland and get up to 7th. So it does look like we're pulling a little bit on the guys behind us. Oh, we got another yellow. That's not good. Oops, did not mean to hit pit. We want to not pit. And unfortunately, we're on the high side again. Oh, this is not going to be good.
All right, coming to the green.
So let's see what we can do here.
Hammer down, man. Green down. Inside, inside.
We're going to try to run it in here as hard as we can, because I have no interest Get out of the way, Seam.
That car there is on your inside. Inside. All right, now clear low. Inside. Inside.
I did not want to cut that guy off on corner entry because I could smell a wreck coming. So we'll try to hang this second groove and see if we can't find our way to the bottom.
Stay high. Stay high. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Hold your line. Stay up high. Stay high.
I mean, we got a good run off that corner, and they're just flying by us on the inside. Oh.
2 more. 2 to go.
2 more laps. And we're kind of boxed in here, so I'm going to have to...
Careful now. Still there.
There we go. See if we can't make our way around Nemechek.
Careful.
And then with the time remaining... All right, final lap.
1 more to go.
All right, we should be able to clear Nemechek. We should be able to get that spot and have 8th position.
Stay low. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. All clear.
All right, so we're going to do it. We're going to come home with a top 10 finish at Iowa. Very nice. Definitely a hard-fought top 10 finish, that's for sure. I loved it. So Justin Haley brings home the victory. Good news for him. So, wow, only 22,000. I thought we might get a little bit more than that. But we'll take our 22,000. Look like they're wrecking, just trying to get back to the pits now. All right, so we're now 11 points ahead of 9th position, Myatt Snyder. And a little surprised to see Todd Gilliland down in 10th. I would have expected to see him a little higher in the points. All right, let's work our way back through the final few screens. All right, let's get our race summary. 8th position, $26,417. And we picked up 26 more fans. So that gets us up near 600. Good race. That was some really nice driving. Okay, excellent results. That's what we're looking for. Matt Crafton, yep, we pick up a couple of spots toward friend with him. Same thing with Austin Hill. We like it. Get that reputation up there as much as we can. All right, so it looks like it's time to head back to the dirt tour in owner's mode and see what we've got at Jefferson, the road course. That ought to be interesting. The AI will get a much better finish there than I probably would. But that's going to do it for now. Thank you very much for joining me, and stay tuned as we continue our career mode gameplay in NASCAR Heat 3.